bad economy. Biden can't turn it around, and he's responsible for so much of the crappy decision making as we've seen. So what are they going to do? Well, they're going to lie to you about it. They're going to try to hide the football. They're going to try to pretend that it's someone else's fault, but we're not going to let them get away with that. Here's a graphic that'll show you where we are right now. GDP growth in the Biden administration, and a sad Biden face there, 1.4% down in this quarter. Now, this is Biden, very solemn face. This is, of course, what could be the beginning of a recession. You get 2 quarters of negative economic growth. You are officially in a recession, and we could well be seeing that. Because remember, inflation is at a 40-year high, 8.5% for the last month, which is a lot. And that is just eating away at any economic gains, any financial gains folks could have. So how do the people, American people, feel about the economy right now? Well, 2% think it's excellent. And I think they're probably in the employ of the West Wing of this White House, or just completely disconnected from reality. Maybe they can't read a survey, or they like being more poor than they were before. 18% say good. Yeah, those are left-wing Democrats who hate Trump so much. That's down 26% from last year, by the way. 42% say poor, 38% say fair. I mean, these are huge increases in the negative direction for the economy because things are not going well. People actually can observe this, right? You see what's going on with the price of gas. You see how much more expensive your grocery bill is. You know that. You feel that. That's real. They can tell you it's not, but you know that they're lying to you. So that's an issue. Biden's got to figure a way to spin this because they are heading into a nightmarish midterm election. It's going to be so great for America, freedom, and all that is good in the world. But the Democrats are going to be really sad. Despite the GDP drop for the first quarter, Biden wants you to know there's enormous growth in the economy. Watch this one.
I think what you're seeing is enormous growth in the country that was affected by everything from COVID and the COVID blockages that occurred along the way.
COVID blockages or something, whatever, something like that, right? No. What you've actually seen is, first of all, we spent too much money, and lockdowns, which were championed by Democrats, but they did occur under the Trump administration at some level too. So we do need to be cognizant of reality because we're not the left. We're not going to make it up here. We spend too much money. So inflation is a problem. Remember, the Democrats want to spend even more money, though, already beyond the existing deficit spending that's going to be going on based on automatic spending in the federal budget. So they're crazy. I mean, they're just going to make this whole thing worse. But what are they going to do? Well, you see, the politics of envy and of class warfare are always the go-to for Democrats because people are feeling the pain right now at the pump, at the grocery store, paying their mortgage. Go try to buy a used car. You'll say to yourself, my gosh, this has gotten really expensive. Used cars, folks. Think about that. And Joe Biden says that if we really want to turn this thing around, you know what we have to do? Again, like I said, a little class warfare. Let's just talk about how Republicans need to pay their fair share. Why?
If our Republican friends are really interested in doing something about dealing with the economic growth, and they should help us continue to lower the deficit, which we've done last year over $350 billion. They should be willing to work with us to have a tax code that is actually one that works and everybody pays their fair share. And they should be in a position where you shouldn't be raising taxes on middle-class folks. You should be raising taxes on people who everyone acknowledges that the vast majority of Republicans aren't paying their fair share.
The vast majority of Republicans, notice these aren't paying their fair share. Last time I checked, Jeff Bezos is a huge Democrat, big lid. Right? Go down the list. A lot of the richest people in the country, in the world, are Democrats. We know this, right? Nancy Pelosi, super rich. She's a Democrat. There's so many rich Democrats. Hollywood, New York City, the Upper East Side, Santa Monica. These are all Democrat strongholds.
Don't miss American Scandal, Hunter Biden. A new First TV exclusive special hosted by Buck Sexton. Available right now only on the First TV app.